Ta-da! Welcome back. Literally 1 second to go. I finished workout 3 of week 5. So, in my carefully organized book of truth, we're in week 6, day 1. What horrors lie ahead of us? Oh, well, that looks unpleasant. Warm up. I don't need it, but you do. Head backwards and forwards. So, start of a new week, week 6. Things change a bit. We're bringing in a new exercise. Not new. We've covered this before. We're going to do the kettlebell snatch. We haven't done it for a while, so we'll spend a bit of time on technique. Head side to side. But apart from that, new exercise, everything more or less stays the same with a few little changes, okay? A few minor embellishments. The kettlebell swing EMOM, well, that's going to 4 sets of 9 reps rather than 8, which we did at the end of week 5. The squats are staying at 4 sets. The clean and press are staying at 3 sets. We're going to introduce snatch, 3 sets of 5 off each side. That's a new exercise. Newish. The finisher is still going to be skips, deadlifts and press-ups, but the reps are going to go up to 8 deadlifts and 8 press-ups. You'll be pleased to know that the skipping or jump rope or jumping jacks or running on the spot is going to stay at 35 seconds. Let's go, wrap around. The other thing that's going to change with the warm-up, we introduced 2 weeks ago some kettlebell swings, crossovers, and some squats. Okay, just sort of light kettlebell swings, light kettlebell squats, just to help get us warmed up. And that was 2 rounds. That's going to go to 3 rounds today. Okay, elbow circles. Change direction. Good, wrist circles. And wrist circles the other way. Side bends. Good, and twists. Not twisting your feet yet, but really rotating through everything else. Oh, that feels good. And the foot twist for a little bit of extra rotation. Nice. Hip circles. Change direction. Good, okay. So, hinge practice. Stick out your bum. Okay, knees are soft, but back is neutral. And sort of reaching between your legs. And on the up, that would be your kettlebell swing, but we're just practicing the hinge portion of it. As I'm hinging, I'm not just bending forward, I'm thinking about pushing my hips backwards. This is a good one to practice. Stood close to a wall. I'll stand close to the mirror here. So I'm about, 8 inches away from a mirror. And each time I go back, I can push my hips back and I can get my bum to touch the mirror. I'll leave a sweaty bum mark, which I'll clean later, I promise. Okay, hamstring curls. So leg curls. And marching on the spot. Okay, mouthful of water. Grab your light kettlebell. This is warm-up. So it's 15 swings, 5 squats. Put it down, rest. And today we're going to do 3 rounds, not 2. Okay, so it's a little bit of extra work. Now I'm not doing a hard swing. Okay, hard swing would be this. Where I'm driving off my hips. It's a little bit more sedate, and I'm just practicing the hip hinge. Just pushing my hips back and squeezing my bum at the top. Wasn't counting. Let's pretend that's 15. Okay, so kettlebell squat. I'm doing it in front squat position. 5 reps. Put it down, rest. That's 1 round, got 2 rounds to go. I'm going to bring my trusty heel board so I can squat a little deeper. So not too much rest on this warm-up. The idea is to use light kettlebell and just get your heart rate up. It's about 30 seconds rest. Then we're back into our second set of 15 swings, 5 squats. And just think about each time you hinge, pushing your hips back and reaching between your legs with your arms. And at the top, squeezing your bum. Okay? 15-ish, right? Kettlebell squats. Good. Put it down. Another sip of water if you need it. We've got 1 more round of the warm-up. Starting to catch up with me a bit now. All right. Last set of swings. Last set of swings. That's 15. Into our squats, 5 reps. All right. Warm up done. So what we're going to do now is our EMOM. EMOM, E-M-O-M, every minute on the minute. And we're going to be doing, check notes, 4 rounds of 9 reps. So 4 rounds of 9 reps today. I'm going to wait until my trusty clock down here at the bottom gets to the top of the minute, and then every minute I'm going to do 9 swings. So once I've finished my 9 swings, I have the remainder of that minute as rest. Simples. Okay, here we go. Very good. Got the remainder of that minute as rest. Hey Rod. The goal is to build this up to 10 reps and eventually 10 rounds. So it's going to be 10 rounds of 10 reps, so 100 swings, with what ultimately will become a heavy kettlebell. But it's going to take months for us to get there, so do not panic. That's where we're going to be heading. Right, here we go. Second set of 9 reps. Two more sets of this. We then got our squats, then our clean and press, and then snatches. So we're going to go over snatch technique again. It takes a while to get the clean technique right. It takes a while to get the snatch technique right. We'll go over a bit of clean stuff later on. Good. That's 3 sets down, got 1 set left. One of the main problems if you're doing cleans and it's hurting your forearm, there's probably 2 things you're going to be doing wrong. Number 1, when you do the swing part of it, your elbow must stay glued to your ribs. So it's this movement that you should be making, not this movement. Because what happens then, if your elbow leaves the ribs, that kettlebell swings all the way over and smashes your forearms. So problem number 1, keep your elbow glued to your ribs. Let's do one last set of squats. Not squats, swings, Christ. Squats next. Four sets of 5 squats. So, I'll do a minute's rest from now. First problem with cleans, if it's hurting the back of your forearm, is your elbow is leaving your rib cage. And it's got to stay in, okay? Problem number 2 is you've probably got a death grip, okay, on that kettlebell handle. So as you bring it up, even if your elbow's glued to the side, because you've got a death grip on the handle of the kettlebell globe, the ball part of it, remains fixed here until at such point it just tips over and hits. What you're going to try to do is, on the clean part of it, is relax your hand, okay, to allow the kettlebell to freely rotate around your forearm. Okay, squats, we'll cover more of that in a second. 4 sets. One down, remainder of the minute's rest. So, I'll show you this light kettlebell here. If I'm doing a swing, my elbow leaves, if I'm doing a clean, sorry, and my elbow leaves my rib cage, that kettlebell comes all the way over the top and will mash your forearm. So I want to keep my elbow in, okay? So my elbow stays in. The other thing I want to do is, if I've got a death grip on this kettlebell, see that? That's because I'm squeezing it too hard. I've got to relax my hand on the clean part of it. So it's tight in the bottom. So my hand's open. Close my fist, open my fist. Close my fist, open my fist. And that way, the kettlebell can freely rotate. Okay. Two down, 2 to go. Okay, getting tired. One more set. That's the squats done. Not even halfway through this workout. Sadness. Okay, so got my clean and press next. 3 sets of 5 off each side. Let's go over those 2 little pointers on the clean. Number 1, keep your elbow tight into your ribs on the clean. It doesn't move. Okay, all the power of the clean is in that hip snap, okay, the hip thrust. Number 1. Number 2, relax your grip, okay, on the clean, and that'll allow the kettlebell to freely rotate, okay, and ideally we want it to rotate kind of around the forearm, okay. I'll do my first set nice and close, and you can see what I'm doing. Even if you've got to stop it and go frame by frame, you kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. Cleans. We'll stand nice and close. Oh, and press. Clean and press. 1. 3. 4. 5. Change arms. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, do you see that? It's impossible to do it slowly because it's a power move. You've got to thrust your hips to get the kettlebell moving fast enough that you can guide it into shape. The elbow tucked in, not a death grip. 1 minute's rest. Water. I've been sweatier in fairness, but it is a lot cooler today. This is definitely the last time I'm going to film 2 workouts back to back. Stupid idea. I'm taking a minute's rest. You can take as little or as much as you want. Your call. Okay. 4. Change arms. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, that's 2 sets off each arm. Another minute's rest. 1 more set. And then we do our snatches. The snatch is basically a very powerful single arm swing that finishes here. So it goes all the way up in one go, okay? Power comes from the hips, drive the kettlebell off, okay? Elbow leaves the ribs this time. When it gets to this sort of height, I'm going to do a 1-inch pull, and then I'm going to punch up. The idea is I'm going to scoop underneath the kettlebell, okay? The kettlebell should feel, there's a point where it goes weightless before it starts to come back down again. And at the point where it goes weightless, you're going to pull it towards you and scoop underneath. But we've got 1 more set of clean and press to do first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right. So we've got 3 sets of 5 each side of kettlebell snatches. This is a big power exercise, okay? It has to be done with a lot of explosive energy in that hip thrust, because you've got to make the kettlebell go weightless at kind of this point of its swing, between here and here, okay? Because then when it's light, I can pull it towards me and punch underneath, okay? And the grip is weird. It's obviously got a strong grip in it in the bottom part of the swing, but as it comes up and I pull and punch, I'm going to relax my hand. So again, I haven't got that death grip, so it doesn't spin around and hit me on the back of the forearm. It will not damage you. You might end up with some bruising the first couple of times you do it. It's not going to do you any harm, hopefully. But once you can get it to land without it hurting, you're doing it right. Okay, snatches. 5 off each side. Straight up, okay? That's 5. Change arms. So that's the snatch, 5 of each side, where I'm going all the way up and all the way down on a straight arm, okay? And from here, the launch to put it back down takes a while to get the hang of. So I'm going to show you this time a slightly different variation. So it's a quick exercise. 5 reps each side, doesn't take long, but you're moving the weight a colossal distance. So you're using a lot of energy. Okay, brilliant exercise. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to show a slight variation. The up part remains the same. So here's the up. Swing it back, power it up. Now from here, rather than throwing it all the way down, I'm going to bring it down to my rack position, fist under chin, and then from here I'm just going to do a normal swing it down, put my thumb to my bum, okay, and then power it up in one movement. Down first. Down. Down. Swing to change arms. Do the same on the left. Is that 4 or 5? I don't know. I'll do one more. Good. That's 2 rounds. Last round, I'm going to do it the full swing way. Oh boy. That really spikes the heart rate. You're moving that weight a big distance, which just requires a lot of energy. I've got to put a lot of force into that, oh hello, hamstrings, into that initial thrust. Things to remember at the top position of any kettlebell exercise: the swing, the clean, the snatch, the press. You are hips forward, butt tight. You've got to keep your ass squeezed if you're stood upright. Okay, you have to. It protects your lower back. All right. Last set. Okay. Good old 24s. It's core time. Plank and suitcase carry. On the last video, I did just 2 rounds of this, a regular plank. I'm only going to do 2 rounds of this video as well. Okay, but I'm going to do it as a side plank. One on my left side, one on my right side, with the suitcase walk in between. I want you guys to do 3 rounds. Okay? Plank, plank. So I'm going to start off in a front plank and then drop and twist into a side plank. And I've got to start with my feet shoulder width apart. Drop my hips, push my head forward, bum tight. Now drop to the side of my feet. Side planks are no joke. So I'm doing 50 meters off each side, or 100 meters in total. Oh my God, we have the advantage of a nice long room, but it doesn't matter. By all means, use your kitchen and go backwards and forwards 100 times. It doesn't matter. Not that you're going to have half a meter length kitchen. Meter and a yard, basically the same thing. This is the core work, not the cardio. You can tell because of my inability to breathe and heavy sweating. The cardio is different because I'll have the inability to breathe and there'll be heavy sweating. Subtle difference. Oh God. Right, here we go. Side plank. Get into a good plank position first. Squeeze your butt, then drop onto the side. I almost fell over. My knee slipped. Okay, here we go. Another 50 meters to go, approximately. Last thing, cardio. 35 seconds of some form of cardio. I'm going to jump rope. You can jump rope, jog on the spot, jumping jacks, run upstairs, wrestle a bear. It's up to you. And then it's going to be 9 deadlifts and 9 press-ups. No. Shit, wait. It's going to be 8 deadlifts and 8 press-ups. Okay, looking at the wrong sheet. God, what else have I messed up? Nothing. Relax, I'm genius. Everything is under control. I want you to do 3 rounds of this. I'm obviously suffering from dehydration delusions. I'm going to do 2 rounds of this. I want you to do an extra round. 35 seconds of skibbity skip hop hops. Here we go. Deadlifts, 8 deadlifts, not 9. Idiot. Kettlebells between your feet, bend your knees, send your hips back like you're trying to get your butt to touch the wall behind you. Drop your belly between your knees. Shoulders are in front of the kettlebell, slightly. Bring hands to the kettlebell, take a deep breath. Press-ups. Hands close together, head is in front of the hands, not level with the hands. So push your head forward, elbows tucked in, your arms brush your rib cage. I don't care if you do them on the knees, I don't care if you only move an inch, alright? But you've got to do them properly. Eventually you'll get stronger, you'll be able to go down deeper. Whew. So push my head forward. So round my tippy toes. Squeeze your butt. So I go all the way down until my chin and my chest touch the floor, or rather the pad I'm resting my hands on. This is the cardio section, so you're going to take as little rest as you need, not as much rest as you want. If you do need to catch your breath and have a drink, that's fine. Alright, round 2. My last round, but you're doing 3. Yes, you are. You're doing 3. deadlift. Knees, hips, belly, shoulders in front of the kettlebell. Take your hands to it. Take a deep breath. Get nice and tight. At the top, squeeze your bum. Press up. There we go. Week 6, day 1 in the bag. That's also 2 workouts back to back for me. I've still got some dry spots here, but mainly I've turned my t-shirt a different colour. Don't do this. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, buy me coffee, buy me an IV drip, buy me a pair of slippers and a pipe. Thank you very much. Love you all. Bye bye.